I remember you told me back in the day you really respected Messy Marv.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you tell me why? Because
like,
at the time I was kind of like, you feel me? I liked Mess.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, but then you kind of opened my eyes to him because was like, nah, he tight, bro.
He tight, bro, and he was authentic to himself. You know, I know a lot of people criticized him about being a blood but like he was ahead of the curve on a lot of stuff, bro. Like nobody was blooding like that when he didn't follow a trend. That's why we was hella confused why he was a blood. Like, what are you doing? Like first of all, I think at that time Crips was dominating everything. I'm like, if you gonna follow something, but he just always did it his way. And like throughout all the stuff, I know he had a lot of issues with Quinn, but he always will reach out to me like a DM or something like that and be like, I always fuck with you, Rich. I love you. So we just had like a different kinship, but I just liked how authentic he was to himself, right? And like that bled over to his fan base, and that's why, you know, even to this day, he's such a like high level legend from our city because he was authentic to himself. Now, everybody probably don't think it was, you know, he was authentic to film or to whatever it was, but to what he believed in, he didn't give a fuck, bro. He did his thing. He did his thing. He didn't, you know, he took care of a lot of people.
My bad. Talk about that. Go ahead. My bad.
No, he discovered a lot of talent. He put a lot of people in position.
Yeah, he did.
And then, but he also knew when to disappear and do it himself, and he never let anything get in between that. You know what I'm saying? So I loved how he didn't give a fuck. He did what he felt like he needed to do.
Nah, because it was like, you told me something. You was like, man, I think you really, from afar.
Right.
I was like, man, and I see how you used to move.
Right.
And I was like, man, like, because Mess always used to tell me, like, bro, you got to kind of fake it till you make it.
Right, 100%.
You feel me? You got to make it bigger.
He sold that vibe. Like, he knew, bro, I swear to God. And I definitely think that's where we connected as well, because it's like, look, we gonna be bigger than life type vibe. You know what I mean? We want that real. And I always gravitated to artists like that, like Rick Ross and what Jeezy and them was doing. When I first heard them, I'm like, see, this is what we own. Because at the end of the day, we have to. This is entertainment, number one, but we live in such like one of the most realest regions, right? Like street politics in the rap game is it coexists a lot out here.
It's so hard out here. I can't even ask some questions sometimes. Like, I'm just gonna stay out the politics.
Exactly. It's a lot of politics in the Bay Area, especially with the rap shit, and we were able to stay away from that, because that's why we started 3 Story. Like 3 Story was a part of Filmo. It's the Banneker Homes in Filmo. But it was a different faction. We was always affiliated with all the bros. I'm Filmo. I'm 800, of course, that's where I'm from. But 3 Story was an enterprise within these politics, and we did that to kind of shield from all of the bullshit, so it doesn't affect the business of what we're doing. Gotcha. Because I just seen it early. I saw it. It was the D-Boy era where all the D-Boys was the CEOs of the record labels and all that type of stuff. And I was 13, the CEO, and I wasn't a big time D-Boy. I was, I sold dope for my family. I was like, you know what I mean? I wasn't at that time. I'm 13 years old.
Real talk.
No, real talk. So I was like, we gotta establish something so we can survive through this terrain and this environment. You know what I'm saying? So that's what 3 Story was, like a break off of the main piece of Filmo. And I think that's kind of like been our secret sauce across the board. Like we affiliated. We're here. We got the swag. We got all of that type of stuff. But we're gonna start something different, and we're gonna build. And Project Level was different. That like just like with Mess. Like everybody was like, man, what are you doing? Why are you quitting rap to go give back to the kids? And we'll come volunteer for you, nigga. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, bro, you think I'm trying to? You think I'm gonna walk away from this to go be broke and just no? Like, it was a plan. It was a bigger vision for it. You know what I'm saying? So